What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube, and tonight I am wrestling with myself. This is my Night 2 review of the WWE United Kingdom Championship Tournament 2018. Like I said in my last video, they had one last year. Tyler Bate beat Pete Dunne in the finals, became the first champion. Pete Dunne since beat him and won the title. They now have their own brand. They announced on the show that aired Monday that they were going to have their own UK NXT, and it was going to be taping twice a month for like 4 consecutive months. And they're going to have a women's division with a championship, a tag team division with the championship, and have a full-on NXT brand. I reviewed Monday night's show yesterday, so go back on my channel, subscribe if you would like to, and go watch the Night 1 review that I gave. I really enjoyed the show overall, and I also enjoyed Night 2. This aired on Tuesday. I am reviewing it and posting this video on Wednesday, so I am 1 day behind, but I did get to watch the entire thing, and much like the Monday show, I quite enjoyed Night 2. Let me get into it. There was, I think, 7 matches on the show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches on the show, and overall, very, very good. So quickly, I'll get into it. For the NXT Tag Team Championships, the Undisputed Era of Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong took on Mustache Mountain, and I really enjoyed this matchup. This was in the top 3 for the night. If not second best match, it was third best. Really great opener. I really enjoyed this. Tyler Bate and Trent Seven as Mustache Mountain are an excellent tag team. They've been a tag team for years. This was quite surprising. If you guys don't want spoilers, turn this off and watch the show first. But Mustache Mountain surprises the world, gets the win to a massive pop from the UK crowd. And Tyler Bate and Trent Seven are your new NXT Tag Team Champions. Huge upset, big surprise. This match was excellent. Good teamwork, good pacing. I love O'Reilly and Strong using the old school tag team offense, cutting off the opponent, cutting off the ring. Tyler Bate is phenomenal. I've been a fan of his. I didn't know much about him when he got signed last year. Became a huge fan of his over his matches on 205 Live and especially NXT and his series with Pete Dunne. He's been just excellent. He was great in this match. He's a great underrated, powerful underdog you can get behind. Trent Seven had a very good weekend as well. 2 very good matches for him that showed off well. I did not expect Mustache Mountain to win the titles here. I'm guessing they're going to find a way now into giving these guys a big push in the tag division for NXT UK, and I'm guessing now they're going to find a way to have these guys become the NXT UK Tag Team Champions and put the regular NXT tag belts back up into a tournament or something. And maybe Undisputed Era wins those back, or War Raiders win those. So big surprising thing here. Nice big push out the gate for the NXT UK Tag Division and for Mustache Mountain. Excellent crowd. Huge pop at the end. Tyler Bate shines. Very good stuff. Then we had a ladies match. Killer Kelly versus Charlie Morgan. If I can read my handwriting properly. I write horribly. I liked this in spots, and then I didn't like it in spots. Killer Kelly showed off a lot more than she did the night before. I wasn't overly impressed with her the night before. She has a great look. She kind of reminds me of Sonya Deville a little bit from NXT fame. She has kind of a hard-nosed, hard-hitting, submission-based kind of style and kind of a look to her. She had a little more offense in this one. Charlie Morgan had some nice offense. She's kind of known as a high flyer. She did a couple of springboard things that I really enjoyed. She's got a little fast pace to her. The part of this that was a little rough was like the transitions were a little bit choppy, and when they were going into a lot of the running spots, they were obviously pretty winded and slowing down kind of and taking it kind of slow paced. So some of the moves were a little botchy, a little bit telegraphed. Overall, not a bad match. Again, Morgan had some nice springboard stuff, and Killer Kelly had a few good suplexes, but it just seemed a little bit like off in some of the transitions that lagged a little bit, or it was a little slow motion at times. So I guess they got a little winded, or they just kind of didn't know each other that well, possibly. I don't quite know. But again, this was just okay. I expected a little more. I liked it, but I didn't love it, so it was just kind of, it was all right. Then we had a 4-way for the number 1 contendership for the NXT UK Championship. Where are we? Mark Andrews, Flash Morgan Webster, Travis Banks, and the returning Noam Dar. Noam Dar is under one of those guys, much like I said about Travis Banks yesterday. Everyone seems to like him a lot, and I just don't get it. I don't connect with him. I didn't like the stuff with Alicia Fox with him. His in-ring style is okay, but doesn't overly impress me. He doesn't come off as fast as his character does. His technical stuff is definitely not bad, but it doesn't seem special. You know, you have better technicians on that show, like Jack Gallagher, like there's so many others. I'm blanking right now on names, but a lot of other guys kind of do the technical style, like Drew Gulak, a lot better than he does, even Brian Kendrick. So I just don't get the hype for Noam Dar, but good to see him back. I think he'll fit better, just like Jack Gallagher will, better in NXT UK than he will on 205 Live. These four had a good match, very solid, fun, quick paced, got a lot of spots in, a couple of good dives to the outside, some good strikes. Sadly here, Noam Dar gets the win upon his return. I guess he's gearing up for a big push with the new brand with NXT UK. The crowd seems to like him. He seems like he's in really good shape. He's done a good job in the weight room recently since his return from injury. I'm glad to see that he's healthy and looks good. But I'm not a fan of his work that much, so I'm going to see if the character work in NXT UK can win me over. But Noam Dar gets the win. Good match here. I just wasn't thrilled with seeing him win this one. I would have rather seen Andrews or Flash Morgan Webster, and I want to see those two guys in NXT UK have a feud because the high flying those guys can do is so crisp and so fast. Then we had Adam Cole defending the NXT North American Championship against Wolfgang. I could not believe that the UK crowd was cheering for the heel Adam Cole over the hometown babyface Wolfgang in this match. Adam Cole was so over that they were actually booing the UK guy over the heel US guy. So that was amazing. I like Wolfgang a lot. I was a big fan of his last year. He was one of my favorites in last year's tournament. Good to see him back in a singles role. He also looks like he's slimmed down. He's been hitting the gym hard. He is doing a great weight regimen in the workout room. He's looking great. I really enjoyed this match. A lot of fun, but even better than I expected. They meshed pretty well. Adam Cole retains the championship in a hard-fought match, but this was a nice opening singles match for Wolfgang. I think he's going to be a big player over in the singles division in the NXT UK as one of their big agile guys. I think he fits the brand very well, and I like him being there. I also didn't mention after the four-way, the Coffee Brothers came out and attacked a couple of guys, so they're going to be a big tag team signed over to the tag team division for NXT UK. Then we had an NXT Showcase match as Aleister Black and Ricochet take on Velveteen Dream and EC3. These four guys are so over. Velveteen Dream is one of my favorite guys in the entire wrestling business right now. One of my favorite wrestlers in the world. These four were amazing together. Good to see Aleister Black, a.k.a. Tommy End, back in the UK. All four guys got over. A bunch of cool spots here. Good callbacks to the Ricochet and Velveteen feud, the Velveteen and Black feud. EC3 had good heel character work. This was just excellent all the way around. Good pacing, good spots, everything was crisp, good character work, good continuity. At the end, Ricochet and Aleister Black get the win. Ricochet holds the NXT Championship pretty long before giving it back to Aleister Black, so that could be a little foreshadowing for NXT coming up. This was probably the second best match on the entire show, one or two. Then we had, for the NXT Women's Championship, Shayna Baszler defending against Toni Storm. Again, just like the other ladies' match, I liked it, but it kind of fell under my expectations here. I wanted to see a little more. Shayna Baszler's offense is still kind of rudimentary. She's still learning. She works over the body parts well, and she has a good realism to her stuff, and she is a good character heel. I like that about her a lot. But her offense still was a little bit lacking. It's a little bit Brock Lesnar-y, a little repetitive. When you get out of working the joints, she doesn't have much else to give on that. Toni Storm, also likable, very easy to root for, good character, good energy about her, good look. But her offense, she doesn't show me a whole ton here. She did show more in this matchup against Shayna Baszler. But Baszler gets the win by countout via choking out Storm, but Storm doesn't get pinned. So that's going to be a push for her. I imagine she's going to be one of the number one or number two women's faces for the women's division for NXT UK. But this match kind of fell short for me. It wasn't bad, but it was one of the weaker things on a pretty good show and a pretty good UK two-show weekend. Then your main event, I love this. This was for the NXT UK Championship. Pete Dunne defends against Zach Gibson. I love this. The crowd's really into it. They're doing if you hate Gibson, stand up, and then if you hate Gibson, shoes off. And they were taking their shoes off. Gibson played the heel here, working over Dunne's arm. Dunne also came back and worked the hand as he usually does and worked the arm of Zach Gibson. Then he went to the legs. Lots of high impact, really good floor offense, good selling from both guys. There was brawling in this. There was a few big dives. to the inside and to the outside. Gibson showed a lot of good counters. He was very good at the catch-as-catch-can style with a lot of strong style in there. Both guys had similar styles and matched up well. The crowd was hot the entire time. Lots of good false finishes in this one as well. And then, so great psychology. And then Pete Dunne retains the championship. And as we go off air, Triple H and the entire brand comes out and says, this is your brand. This is your new NXT UK. This is the start of a new future for NXT UK. So, again, two great tag team matches and a great main event that is one of the best matches of the weekend. So go out of your way to see those three. Overall, thumbs up on both shows for NXT UK. A couple things fell a little short, but most things were good to great on this series of shows. Go back and watch my review yesterday and watch that show, and then watch this show as well. Let me know what you guys thought of the tournament. Who do you like for the new brand? Who do you like for the champions for each division for NXT UK? Talk to me in the comments, guys, and I will talk to you guys at the next opening bell. Thank you.